Hi, everyone. My name is Karine. I work at the National Institute for Space Research, INPE, in Brazil. And here I will present an application for building Earth observation data cubes on the Amazon Web Service Cloud Computing that we are developing in the Brazil Data Cube project. So in the Brazil Data Cube project, we are producing analysis data and multidimensional data cubes of medium resolution satellite images for Brazil, using the satellite images of CBERS-4, Landsat 8, and Sentinel-2. And to produce these data cubes, we define a grid that covers the entire region of Brazil, as you can see here. And for each tile of this grid, and each time interval, we selected all images that intersect this tile. And so we merge and crop these images by tile, and so we produce these data cubes. In the Brazil Data Cube project, we are producing two kinds of data cubes, identity and temporal composite. The identity data cubes are produced using all available images in a time interval, such as month or 16 days. And the time series extracted from this kind of data cube can be or not regular in time. So in this picture, we show two time series extracted from identity data cubes. The red time series, you can observe here that the red time series is regular in time, and the blue time series is not regular in time. And the temporal composed data cubes are produced using a temporal compositing function to select the best pixels free of cloud and cloud shadow obtained in each period, month or 16 days. And the time series extracted from this kind of data cubes are always regular in time. So the biggest challenge for us in the Brazil Data Cube project is the big volume of Earth observation data we have to deal with. So we have to, in this project, we are processing around 2 petabytes of satellite images. And we can see here in these graphics that the biggest data set is the Sentinel-2 images for Brazil, the analysis data or surface reflectance data sets, and the data cubes that we are producing. So mainly to process this big volume of data sets for Brazil, we are developing an application called Data Cube Builder that runs in the Amazon Web Service Cloud Computing. So this is the graphical interface of this application. And we are using this application mainly to build Sentinel-2 data cubes for Brazil, mainly for the year of 2021. And we are storing these data cubes as open data on AWS too. To develop this application, we used the credits that we won from the GIL AWS Cloud Credit Program. We won $60,000 to use as credit on AWS. So thanks to GIL and AWS for these credits. And we used this credit to produce and to develop this application. And this application uses a lot of different kinds of AWS services, such as Lambda and LSQS and Amazon DynamoDB, and APIs to access and to store S3 buckets, as you can see here in this picture of the architecture of the Data Cube Builder on AWS. The first time, this is a graphical interface of the Data Cube Builder on AWS, one interface, graphical interface. And the first step to produce the data cubes using this application, you have to define or to select a grid or a predefined grid, or you can create a new grid before producing the data cubes. After that, we have to define the region, the tiles of this grid that we would like to use to produce these data cubes, and the time interval that will be used to produce these data cubes. And so we have to inform the stack, the spatial temporal asset catalog metadata of the S3 buckets on AWS that store the images that we will use to produce the data cubes. In this example, we are using the Sentinel-2 AWS bucket to produce these data cubes. And this application, when you inform the stack metadata, the Data Cube Builder on AWS inform how many images will be processed to create the data cubes for this region and for this time that you selected here. So after producing the data cubes, the Data Cube Builder on AWS also has a graphical interface to inform all informations about the data cubes that we created. So in this case, we can see all information about the data cubes. So you can see the bands that are produced, the grid that was used to produce the data cubes, the temporal function the temporal compositing function that was used to produce the data cubes, and the time interval that was used, and all information about the data cubes that were produced using this application. So to finalize, in this table, you can see the time and the cost of producing Earth observation data cubes using this application. So this application takes, for example, 30 minutes to process 1 year of Sentinel-2 images for each tile of the Brazil Data Cube small grid. You can see here this grid, and to produce temporal composed data cubes for Brazil. So thank you very much for your attention, and I am open to questions and to discuss this application. Thank you.